In this video, I want to show you how to do aquifer resistivity mapping and reclassification in ArcGIS Pro. And the task ahead of us, we are to produce the aquifer resistivity map of an area provided. And number 2, we will reclassify the resistivity map into low resistivity, that is when it is less than 100 ohms meter, then medium when it is between 100 meter and 500 meter ohms, and high resistivity when it is greater than 500 ohms meter. Then number 3, we will calculate the area coverage of each class of the resistivity in the study area. So I will take you step by step how to get this done. And to start with, let me quickly explain resistivity. Resistivity is a measure of how strong a material opposes the flow of electricity. In the context of aquifer, the resistivity of subsurface material is an essential parameter that helps in understanding the properties of groundwater bearing formation. And here are few importance of resistivity in groundwater mapping. Number 1 is in identification of aquifer characteristics. That is, you'll be able to differentiate different materials like sand, clay, gravel that exhibit varying resistivity level. Number 2, it is very important in water quality assessment. Similarly, in structural mapping, resistivity is very important. And also in hydrogeological modeling, resistivity has application as well. And of course, it is cost effective in exploration. So in summary, aquifer resistivity is a vital parameter in groundwater mapping, assisting in evaluating aquifer property, quality, and structure, thereby facilitating effective water resource management. Practically, I will show you how to map it in ArcGIS Pro. Then, here is the resistivity data. After vertical electrical sounding, this resistivity data was acquired, and you can see the vertical electrical sounding points, the latitude, the longitude, and the resistivity value in ohms meter. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use it to create resistivity map. And to do that, you have to save this data in CSV format. To do that, click on File and click on Save As. Then navigate to your working folder. So let's save it here as resistivity data. Then the type, click here and select CSV, delimited, and then click on Save. Click on OK and click on Yes. So after you have saved it as CSV, you can now close this page. Now, open your ArcGIS Pro. The first thing is to bring in the boundary of your study area. So to do that, come to Map and click on Add Data. Navigate to your working folder, and here is my study area shapefile. Select it and click on OK. Yes, here is my study area boundary. Now, we have to bring in the resistivity data, and to do that, come under Map and click on Add XY Data. Yes, when it opens the geoprocessing page, the input table, navigate to that very folder. So I have it here. Let me click on Refresh. I have it here as resistivity data. Here is it, resistivity data.csv. Click to select it and click on OK. Our output feature class, you can leave it at default or you can give it a unique name. Then make sure the X field is longitude and the Y field is latitude. Then click on Run. This will run and bring in our resistivity data to the map interface. Yes, it is done. To produce the resistivity map, we are going to use interpolation technique. And to do that, come to geoprocessing, go a step back, then come under toolboxes and search for Spatial Analyst tool. Here is it. Click to expand it, then scroll down and come to interpolation. Expand it. We have different techniques here, but we are going to use spline technique. So click on spline. Then here, our input point feature. Click on this drop down and select your resistivity data. Then our Z value, click on the drop down and select the resistivity field. Come to environment. Our layer extent, click on it and select the study area. Then scroll down, come to mask and select the study area, such that the whole process will be confined to the boundary of our study area. So after this, click on run, and this will run to create our resistivity map. Yes, the aquifer resistivity map is created. I can just come here and uncheck my study area. So here you can see my aquifer resistivity map. So we've been able to execute the first task, which is to produce aquifer resistivity map of the area. Now we are going to reclassification. To reclassify, we have been given the standard of low, medium, and high. So less than 100 is assigned low. Then between 100 and 500 ohms meter is medium. And when it is greater than 500, it is considered as high. So to reclassify, let's go back to our ArcGIS Pro. To reclassify, go back to Geoprocessing 2. Then make sure you are under Spatial Analyst 2 and come to Reclass. Click to expand it, and here you can see Reclassify. Click on it. Then our input raster, that will be our resistivity map. Then click on the drop down and select your raster. Then reclassify field, it will be value. Then scroll down and click on reclassify. This will open the reclassify page. So select your classification method, and then the number of classes is going to be 3. Select 3. Then the checking our standard is 100, 500 and greater than 500. So come back here. The first value will be less than or equal to 100. The second value will be between 100 to 500, and this one will be greater than 500. So what to do is to input here 100. So I've input here less than 100, then between 100 to 500, and the third class are greater than 500. So click on OK. You can see it here, and you can see the new class given. So when it is 100, it is assigned 1. Between 100 and 500, it is assigned 2. And greater than 500 is assigned 3. Then click on Run. Yes, it is done. So we can now close this page. Now, if I uncheck this, you can see our reclassify aquifer resistivity map. Now, what we need to do is to create field and give it the appropriate classes, and also calculate the area, because our assignment, after we have reclassified the map, we have to give it the classes name, low, medium, and high. Then we will calculate the area coverage. So to do that, come back to this reclassify resistivity map. Right click and open the attributes table. Then we are going to add 2 more fields. And to do that, click on Add Field. So the first field we are going to add will be the class. Click on Save. Come back here and add another field. The second field will be Area. Click on it and name it Area. And the type is going to be double. And then click on Save. So after we have done this, to calculate the area and to input the class, come back to this reclassify table. Then for the class, we are going to input the name. So the first one stands for low. So we will write low. 2 stand for medium, that is medium resistivity. And 3 stand for high resistivity. Then to calculate the area, what we need to do, come back to this reclassify resistivity map, right click and come to properties, come to source and come to raster information. Here you can see the pixel size. The pixel size here is in decimal degree. So as it is, we can calculate the area directly like this. So it's either we project it or we vectorize it and be able to calculate the area. So the easier one is to project the raster such that we'll be able to calculate the area. So to do that, let me close this attribute table. To project the raster, come back to Analysis and click on Tools. So it will open the geoprocessing page. Then search for Project Raster. Here is it, Project Raster. Click on it. So our input raster, click here and select our reclassify raster. Then our output, let's name it as reclassify resistivity map. Then our coordinate system, click on this icon and select the coordinate system. This study area belongs to UTM zone 32 north. I'll select it and click on OK. Then after that, click on Run. So this will run and project the resistivity map. So the map has been reprojected. So if you come here, right click and come to Properties. Click on Properties, and when you come to Source, come to Raster Informations. And here you can see the cell size. You can close this page. So to calculate the area, to make it easier, we can convert it to vector. And to do that, come to Analysis and come to Tools. Then come to Conversion Tools and scroll down. You will see from raster. It will be from raster to polygon. So we want to convert this to polygon so that it can be easier for us to calculate the area. So our input raster will be our reclassify resistivity map, and then our output, we can give it a name, resistivity polygon. Then click on Run. Yes, it has been converted to polygon. Now if I right click and open the attributes table, you can see that it has converted it to polygon. However, we have various features. The next operation now is to dissolve this very layer using the Greek code. So to do that, come back to the geoprocessing tool search for dissolve. Here is dissolve under data management tool. So the input feature will be our resistivity polygon, and the feed we want to use to dissolve is our Greek code. Then click on run. Yes, it has been dissolved. If I now right click and open the attributes table, you can see that we now have 4 features. This 0 Greek code refers to the areas that has no data, so it's of no concern to us. So what to do now? Select all this and copy. Then open Excel sheet, right click and paste. So the 0 code is no data value, that is area outside the map that was captured during the process of our conversion. So we are going to delete it. So this is the shape area, and then this area is in square meter. So let's create another field here. Insert field. This is class. 1 represent low, 2 represent medium, and 3 represent high resistivity value. So if we go back to our ArcGIS Pro, let's clear selection and then close this. Here is our resistivity value, and we've been able to produce aquifer resistivity map. We've been able to classify into 3 major classes, and we have been able to calculate the area coverage of each classes. So this is area coverage of each of the classes in square meter. So if you have any questions or any contribution, let's know in the comment section. Thank you for watching.